And the Swiss government has made it clear that Switzerland should not profit from the fact that sanctions have been put against certain individuals and companies.
Prosperity. It comes in many different forms. It can be a tangible thing that we can hold on to, or simply it can be an idea of a way of life. But as we look further into learning about new countries and cultures here on FTD Facts, we find a country that breathes prosperity. A country that not only has gained so much wealth and happiness for its citizens, but has symbols that we see of hope and health. Hey, what's going on, guys? Dave Walpole here, and welcome back to FTD Facts, the channel where we talk about many different people, cultures, and places from all around the world. Boom! And you know what? Gotta say, I'm really looking forward to talking about and learning about Switzerland, because this is one that you guys have been wanting us to do for quite a long time, and we just haven't got around to it, but now is the time to actually do it. Now, just to let you know, this video is brought to you by Grammarly.com. We will talk about more of that at the end of the video. Because right now, I want to know from all you out there in the real world, I want to know, what do you guys already know about Switzerland? What are some facts that you already know before I'm even getting into it? Come on, like, we all know Swiss chocolate is just really good. I mean, it's a bit of a stereotype, but let's be real, it is, well, not a stereotype, it's just really good chocolate. They really know how to make good chocolate. Anyways, your thoughts down there, you know where to put it. Now let's start off by diving into the name of this beautiful country. Where do they get the name Switzerland from? Well, Switzer is actually an obsolete name for the Swiss people. And this was used around the 16th to 19th century. However, this word Switzer is derived from an ancient German dialect known as Alemannic. And believe it or not, the name Swiss actually does not come from the name Switzer. It's not a short form for it. This is because the English word Swiss actually comes from a French word known as Suisse. But now let's take a look at the country itself. What is unique about this country? How many people live in this country? What is the size of Switzerland? Because on a map, it does look kind of small, right? Well, for the country itself, firstly, it has over 8,401,120 people as of a 2016 estimate, making it the 99th most populated country in the world. And like I said, although the country might not seem pretty big, it actually has a pretty impressive population density. This is because with its land and population, it has approximately 202 people per square kilometer, making it jump up to the 63rd highest in the world. And when it does come to land, all of these people are stretched out over a landscape of 41,285 kilometers square, making Switzerland be the 132nd largest country in the world. Now, one thing that's really fascinating about this country, it is one out of 2 countries in the entire world that does not have a rectangle flag, but a square flag. That's right, there's no rectangle here. Besides the Vatican City, Switzerland keeps its square shape with a red backdrop and a white cross in the middle. And although the cross on a flag has been used in regions like Finland, Sweden, and even Switzerland way back in the day during the Swiss Confederacy in the 14th century, the current square red flag with the white cross in the middle was first introduced in 1800 during the 100-Year War. And by December of 1889, it had officially been adopted as the flag of Switzerland. So Switzerland is a country that has one of the best economies in the entire world, despite the fact that it is a small-looking country. In this case, size doesn't matter because its nominal GDP currently sits at 19th in the world, equaling $659 billion. However, its GDP per capita is second in the world. It's really good, equaling up to 78 to 80,000 per year. And because of all of this, it is a positive country and one of the most developed countries in the entire world, with a Human Development Index equaling 0.939, and although that might not seem like that, that makes it the second best in the world. And this is because of things like education and economy and jobs and all that sort of stuff. And when we talk about jobs and we talk about the wealth of Switzerland, we should probably even mention its import-exports, because this is a very important thing about Switzerland. Now, like I said, we all know the Swiss is known for its chocolate, but overall they are the 15th largest exporter in the world, with $302 billion in exports, and the biggest of this is actually gold, coming in at 27%. Wow. As well, you've got packaged medicaments coming in at 13%, and human and animal blood at 8.6%. But as for imports, it equals $268 billion, and gold is also their biggest importer, coming in at 31%. So why so much gold in Switzerland? Well, we all know of Swiss bank accounts and all that jazz, but it has been estimated that 90% of the world's gold has gone through Switzerland. So that's right, even gold from places such as India has actually gone through this country. And if we look deeper into this, 5 out of the top 8 gold refineries have headquarters or are located in Switzerland. And the largest of all of these and the largest in the world is Valcambi. Located in Balnera, Switzerland, she puts out an estimated 1,400 tons of gold. And actually for our fan base, we have a lot of viewers from India. You guys might be pleasantly surprised to know that this refinery is owned by an Indian man. Believe it or not, back in 2015, this refinery was purchased by Indian entrepreneur Siddharth Mehta for $400 million. And with all this gold and all these exports, keep in mind, remember that Switzerland is a landlocked country. So you might be wondering, how do they get all these exports and all this gold out of the country? Well, although Switzerland may not border an ocean or have a coastline along an ocean, the largest port in the country is the port of Switzerland, which is located in the famous Rhine River. Now, this port is actually home to 3 different ports within it. And these 3 ports are the Port of Basel-Kleinhonigen, Port of Muttenez, and Port of Bursfelden, with the largest being the Port of Basel-Kleinhonigen, equaling 701,091 meters square. Now, with all this gold, one thing it's definitely gonna have to do is protect itself. Because like I said, Switzerland is a landlocked country that is surrounded by 5 different countries. And those countries are France, Germany, Austria, and Italy, and of course the smallest one being Liechtenstein. Now, one thing that's really fascinating about Switzerland when it comes to its defense, did you know that on its major points that go into the country, such as its bridges and tunnels, they are all indeed rigged to blow at any time. Now, this is a defense mechanism to stop other countries from invading Switzerland. And from anywhere over its one of 3,000 points, they will blow up bridges and tunnels, preventing foreign invaders from coming in. And yes, they will blow them up, and what's even crazier is that they've only officially announced that there's 3,000 spots. There could be way more. And actually on the other side of these bridges and tunnels, there is hidden artillery that remains a secret that will prevent any attempts for the invaders to remove the debris. And not only that, but when it comes to its military, did you know that Switzerland is the first country to ever institute mandatory services from every able-bodied male citizen? And besides Austria, they are the only Western countries to date that still do it. And this is all because Switzerland likes to preserve itself and maintain happiness among its citizens. And when it comes to happiness, did you know that Switzerland has some really unique laws for days like Sundays? For example, although some tourist attractions are opened on Sundays, most stores are actually closed that day. And as well, on that day, it is considered an offense if you mow your lawn, or make loud yard work, or do garbages and drop bottles in bins, along with hanging clothes out in your backyard. Heck, even washing your car on a Sunday is theoretically prohibited. And all of these rules are put in place to enforce peaceful measures of quiet. And it's not just Sundays as well, because after 10 p.m. you could theoretically get in trouble for flushing a toilet in an apartment building, or even slamming a car door after 10 p.m. as it could be a noise complaint. So what do you think about Switzerland? Is it different from your own country? What do you like about it so far? Here on FTD Facts, we have been learning about many different places from around the world, and it's great to peer into a world that we are not quite familiar, and that world is Switzerland. My name is Dave Walpole, and I want to thank all you guys out there in the real world for joining with me and learning more about Switzerland. Now keep in mind, Switzerland is a huge country. There's so much to talk about, so if we missed some facts that you know of, put it down there in the comments section below. And on top of that, if you have a recommendation for a future country or a person or anything at all, let us know down there, and if it's a good one, we will look into it. Other than that, check out Grammarly.com. These guys are our sponsor, and they have an amazingly great and easy program for you to improve your English skills. The link is down there below. Go check it out. It's totally free, and it will benefit your skills online. Gotta say, it's really quite handy for typing everything online. It makes emails just a breeze, but the link for that is down there. Also, on top of that, my Instagram's down there if you guys want to contact me directly. But this is Switzerland, a country that just loves doing things its own way. Sure, it may be one of the most expensive places to live because of its taxes, but the truth is it has health and opportunity at its fingertips. And although, like many countries and many stories, they may have their own low points, Overall, it is a country that focuses so much on happiness and the well-being of its people. A nation that we have just hit the tip of the iceberg when it comes to its culture and people. But perhaps more of that is for another episode, because this is the country of Switzerland, home of the smart, the great, and the true. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Now, if you guys like this video, you might want to check out some of our other videos about similar topics in similar countries within the region. That is our European playlist. On top of that, there's other countries to learn from all around the world, so feel free to check out our countries' playlists as well. On top of that, don't forget to leave a suggestion for a future FTD Facts video, and until then, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.